Right, hi everyone. So this video is just a little kind of summary of how my winter's going, and into the new year as well. So I'm going to start with November, not strictly winter, but really what I'm talking about is kind of after my grass cut stop. So I had a pretty full November, doing things like hedge trims, pruning, weed and leaf clearances, general kind of tidies, that sort of stuff. And I'd say probably 80% of it was from existing customers. So I made some decent contacts with new customers who said they're going to get us back kind of, well, definitely next year to do like a winter tidy up, but also maybe a couple of times throughout the year as well. So that's good. That's what you want. And yeah, so that was fine for November. Perfect. The plan was to take most of December off, if I'm being honest. I put away, I keep saying this on these videos, you'll know. So I put away every month from March to November, like a winter fund. And that kind of sees us through. So that basically means there's no pressure on us to go out there and get work. I see anything that comes in as a bonus. So that's basically what it is. So December, I'm recording this early December, so I've done a couple of jobs this week, bigger jobs. I've got a bigger job next week and a couple of little bits, and then that's me done. So probably 5 or 6 jobs in December. Nowhere near a full wage, but it's kind of like top up money, as I say. So that's fine. It's the biggest thing for me when you get there, kind of not so much November, but definitely the back end of November. I just kind of switch off. It's like I've got Christmas on my mind. I've got kind of like just downtime, really. I say downtime. I've got 2 young kids under 3. One of them's 5-month-old, so it's I don't get to kind of relax too much. But I just switch off from gardening this time of year. Let us know if anyone's the same as well. I think it's hard to keep going all year flat out, just over and over, all through the winter, through the spring, without having some sort of mental kind of drop off, if you like. You know, the way kind of I see it, and I think a lot of gardeners see it, is March to November is the time where you can work flat out and earn as much money as you can. And I think because of that, when winter hits, I think a lot of people do take the time off, if you can afford it. So yeah, it gets to that time, November, December, and I'm kind of like, I'm done. So like, it doesn't help when it's freezing cold and you have to force yourself to go out. But it's all right. So that's December. So not too much in December. January, as it stands, I've got about 10 jobs to book in. Some small, some bigger. I've got a couple in the pipeline as well. There's a £200 job that I haven't heard back from yet, so that would be nice if that comes in. Yeah, February I've got nothing in. It's fine, I'm not bothered. Sounds bad really when you say it out loud, but you know, I basically take a fair bit of time off, as I say. I've put bits and pieces on social media because people might be wondering, well, do you advertise? I don't push it really. I've put bits and pieces out there, and you know, see if anything bites. But I'm not overly pushing it at all. As I say, anything that comes in is a bonus. That's how I see it. You know, that's just the way I do it. Now I'm lucky enough to be able to do it now. I'm 5 years in. At the start, that wasn't the case. So people who are watching this who are new starters think, oh my god, like I can't do that. Like, it was the first few years, specifically the winter, you know, it wasn't easy. And I've said previously that if I was by myself, you know, I'm with a partner who works. If I was by myself, I wouldn't have been able to get through that first year, the first winter. Although we did have our daughter, so yeah, I don't think I was, you know, that was our first obviously as well, and it's such a life-changing, you know, event when you have a baby. I just wanted to be in, kind of help and look after it. So yes, that was a bit of a strange year, but the second winter was marginally better. It wasn't great, I don't think, if I can remember. Yeah, so that's kind of how the first few years went. It wasn't easy. So I'm lucky now to be in a position where I can make more money through the year to help subsidise a winter. I'm sure if I really tried, I could, have a pretty busy winter from kind of maybe the first 2 or 3 weeks in December, and then from maybe mid-January through to February, through to the beginning of March, where you kind of start thinking about grass cuts again. If I pushed it, I'm sure I could, but this is just my kind of preference, really. I need some kind of time off, really, just to, YouTube, as I'm kind of recording this, YouTube has kind of gone on the back burner a little bit, just with everything going on. We just, the little one's 5 months old. It's pretty crazy, really, in the house, 3-year-old and a 5-month-old, trying to obviously keep up with work, through kind of the back end of the autumn into the winter. YouTube, I've kind of just put at the back of my mind a little bit. It's at that point now as well. I think this is 3 years been doing it. It's difficult to keep thinking of ideas for videos. So if there's anything you'd like to see or you'd like me to talk about, just pop it in the comments. So yeah, I feel like I'm rambling now. I'll end that one there. Thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.